Hello, everybody. Good afternoon from Africa, as usual. It's nice to see you all today. You're welcome to 3,600 Seconds with Industry Leaders. I'm your host, as always, Patience, and my beautiful co is about to join us now. And Alubeze. Okay, I just mentioned you there and you arrived. All right. So today on the show, we are hosting Petrinus Onuoha, a trailblazer in the field of tech. That's a wonderful guest we have. And our men, remember we told you this month of June, we're going to take it. I think it's best if you hear it directly from a man like you because he understands you better. So you can teach us, you can harness tech to be mindful as well as take care of aspects of your life, both as a professional or maybe a family man, however you identify yourself with. So Petrinus is a professional data analyst. He's a full stack web developer, a prompt engineer, and of course, a tech business founder. So much in one person. So you know very well that your mental health is safe as far as technology is concerned. So, yeah, of course, you can also learn. You should also learn. Anything that is also good for the gander. All right, the focus is maybe for our men. So, Petty, you're welcome to the show. We are so excited to have you here. First important topic and necessary. It's nice to have you on the show.
Okay, thank you, Patience, for having me
So,
in this program.
if-
Thank you very well.
okay,
My, hello,
yes, we can
can you hear
hear
me?
you very well. We can hear.
Okay, so I want to say hi to. Okay, I want to say hi to my co um presenter here too. I don't even know her name. Okay, so it's really nice to be in this live program where we discuss how tech can actually how can harness tech to help men's mental wellness. Is really something that I've not really taken time to consider. But when I was caught up, I had to think about this, and I saw that actually tech can help men's mental health, and it can do a lot actually. From the way we look at it, the African men, African men, we do not cry. We do not cry because when a man cries, African man cries, he is taken to be weak. So we show that a lot of things. And when you look into our eyes, you may see the eyes red. The man is actually, what I say, crying inside, but he will never show it because it's an act of weakness. So that makes us show that a lot of things, and we cry to the wall. To the wall, we face the wall to cry, but we don't cry out. However, it's also something that makes us that toughens men, African men, and makes you very much determined to see to the end of whatever it is you're facing. But generally, the toughness also affects us psychologically and affects our health as well. That's the truth. Because when you are able to, let's say you have somebody you can confide in, and you're able to express or share your burden with the person, it unburdens you. If it's somebody who is out to help or gives you the moral support, you see that it goes a long way to reduce the stress, the brain stress, because that um, burden of carrying the burden and struggling with it at the same time and not releasing it is also stressful to the brain. But now, We thank God for technology because truly we can actually help through technology. Before, based on the way our culture was set up, you are in when you are burdened with some things that are actually stressing you out mentally. You have a circle of either friends or family that you can actually confide in, like in Ebola and in Africa generally. We usually have these groups that we call meeting. Sometimes it's called meeting. It's called age group or circle of friends and all that. Where when you attend it, you can actually open yourself up there, and there is always contributions that take care of the financial aspect of members' problems, where it is shared around, though by turn. And within that circle, people come to get their problems solved because you have listening ears there, and they consider you once you have been taken in as a member, you are considered a brother. So when a problem is with a brother, it is shared, and that gives you a sense of belonging and also comfort. A circle where you can always run to. But today, you see that such is no more in existence. That once friends or circle of a group of people you belong to a meeting, club rather, I would call it most of the times club, when they see you struggling, they will distance themselves from you.
So that's
I think network
okay.
is bad.
Yes, that should be network on his side. Our
Yeah.
viewers, you know exactly what it is. You know what the internet does to us in this part of the world, so please bear with us. The internet is really dealing, dealing so badly at Petrinus end, but when it goes back online or when it is cleared, I think okay, I think it's back now. I think it's back now.
Okay. My
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Mr. Noha. Mm, network is terrible. The network is terrible.
Okay. I'm struggling to. Okay, but can you hear us? The network is really bad at your end. The network is bad at your end, Yunus. Your connection is it's freezing. It's freezing. It's freezing from its end. Wow. This is part of what we see in this side of the world, like I like I mentioned earlier. But what Petronus was saying before this sad event, let me call it a sad event of internet issues, playing out, is what we always experience. Okay. I have every reason to believe, or should I say, to identify, even if I'm not a man, but at least I do observe. There are some men I know, some men that are friends, some men that are close to me. Uh, I notice that in as much as we have so many social clubs, age grade or age group and the likes, wow, gone are those days when they have this bond of brotherhood, true brotherhood. So when one faces a challenge, the rest abandons them. Okay, it appears like even Vivian's queen. Okay, all right. So it appears like even Vivian's internet connection is badly affected because the network just um, removed her. So we are waiting for our guests and the co-host to be back. Please bear with us. These are part of the things you see. We are capturing it live. We are seeing this thing live. It's not like it's a recorded thing. We experience it, but despite the challenges we face, we still want to bring it your way. Okay? We still want to ensure that no matter what, voices are heard. All right, welcome back, Vivian. The internet issue is something else. It's really something else.
Honest-
That's what I was just telling our viewers. This is what we experience, but no matter what, it's a common thing here. So they have to bear
Yes,
with us.
very
So
common. Please be kindly bear with us. We're
yeah.
used to the net. Hmm.
See. So we are actually waiting for our guest to
Your
find
guest.
his way. The network really is dealing badly at its end. We have so much to cover, in as much as he's giving us some background. But what do you think? But what he's saying that yeah, in Africa, the African men don't cry, that they are not supposed to cry. They may feel bad, but they have to hold it. That's what makes them Africans, that they are not supposed to, men are not supposed to cry.
True. As a man, you're not meant to cry.
Mhm.
You're not supposed to cry. It's even absurd to see a man crying. Do you know that even when a man is going through a lot, you hardly see a
Mhm.
man depressed. They don't cry. It doesn't really, most men, it doesn't show on, it doesn't tell on them. It doesn't show, facially. You wouldn't know
Mhm.
a man is going through it, except the man opens up to you. Do you know that
Yeah.
even as a married woman, you're married to a man, and that man is going through a lot. If you don't pay detailed attention, you will not know that
Mhm.
a lot. If you don't ask, if you don't pay attention, you will not know. So most times you just, are you okay? Is everything all right? Just ask them questions, because men, they are not the talking type. They are not the talking type
It's true.
that
Suffering and
need
healing.
attention. A man can be suffering and smiling. You won't know what that man is
Yeah.
going through. The head is carrying a whole
Mhm.
lot. The
On his
bills,
head.
school fees, you know, business is not going well, jobs, house rents, projects, a whole lot. Most times I'll be thanking God for my life that I'm a woman, because I don't think I can be a man, because men are really trying. Men are,
You're
why
welcome
can't
back. You're
Thank you
welcome
very
back.
much. Thank you. My network was just messy and I had to switch. Okay, that's what I did.
yeah, you understand? I come back.
Okay, I'm listening. I'm listening to you.
You
Yeah, so like I was saying,
Sorry,
that is what Petrinus has to you. Because he has been saying it
sorry.
with all. The
I
one was
didn't
a
hear.
man crying. Cry for what? That this is why we're Africans. You know, like
yeah,
the wives they cry. I just like, oh god. I think that does it mean that the man will
true.
not have emotionality? Does it mean that the man cannot be vulnerable? He's human too. Blood runs through his veins, not ice water. Yes,
But that's
but
the main.
No, African men are not.
but a select few, of course, very trusted few, are meant to see a man at his vulnerable moment because
No, real men don't cry like this.
How do you feel? No, we don't. African men do not do that. How will you feel if I have a burden, a problem that, like I had this talk about bills to pay and all that, and your man, who should show strength
You see
and
weakness.
show that he is in
Oh, he's
charge,
crying.
comes to cry to you about these things, and that's weakness. You wouldn't
Weakness.
respect that man.
True.
You don't want to see him to be that strong man that you have to run to when you are
When
when you
you're weak.
feel insecure. You understand? So when you're yeah, so when the man is weak and showing those kind of things, you don't do that. We don't do that.
Mm,
Not that we do not feel pain but we shoulder these things, and
yeah,
that's what makes us who we are.
yeah.
Yes.
I think network. I think
Patience. I
network is
hmm?
dealing with her.
Okay. And the talk is. Yeah, I
Yeah,
can see that.
network is in like that. Like I was saying, I was
Yeah,
telling her that men go through a lot. Like, you know, as a woman, if you're married to a man and the man has a whole lot on his head, he's thinking bills and lots and all of that. If he shows you that
yeah.
weakness, he's like the crown of your head. If you, that is a woman, if you are weak, the man should, encourage you, should show that boldness.
That's strength.
I've
Yes.
never seen a man cry before, even at a funeral. I've never seen. So, if a man cries, it shows that man is a weakling. That's what people say.
That is how it is seen. Yes. And we embrace it. We don't say like it's not right to say that. It is what we embody.
That's the
It
nature
is
of
what we
a man.
believe.
Yeah, the
We
nature
don't
of a
cry.
man. That's
Yes.
the nature of.
That's what it should be.
If you see a man
Yeah.
crying, you just tag that
Exactly.
man as a weakling. Seriously,
I say weakling. Exactly. Yeah, that is
you
it.
just tag the man
That is
as a
it.
weakling.
When I discuss this with patients, yeah, when I
So,
discuss it with
so,
patients, sometimes,
mm, yeah, yeah,
you
go on.
know, uh, ba- ba- based on what she wrote, and some people invited her to come and speak on that. I told her that, listen, in as much as we could appreciate that, but it is not for African men.
Yeah,
We do not cry. No man, no cry.
yeah,
Whatever it is you're facing, you bear it, you shoulder it, you sit it, and that is what makes us struggle and find a way to solve it. Than crying. When you cry, it shows that you have given up. Sort of. That's why I say it.
exactly.
When you cry,
That's
it means you have tried everything. Then you cannot go further. Nothing else you can do. You see that you become weak. Even physically, you become weak, and it affects your mental ability too.
exactly.
So, but when you have this determination, you show that you bear it. Yes, the brain is doing extra work. It is affecting you. Sometimes you see it in the eyes of a man. It is red, but then that man is showing some strength, and that is what it is. Than crying and falling like nothing else can be done, and it's weakness truly. It's not the way of African men. We don't cry, no matter what it is. But that does not mean we cannot seek help. Like as we are talking about harnessing tech for men's mental health, wellness rather. You see that yes, like for example, you can actually have a discussion with AI, one-on-one discussion with AI. Not just chatting, but you talk with your voice. AI responds to you. Yes, like ChatGPT, Grok. I have chats and discussions, not just for issues, but for brainstorming of ideas. So in that same way, you can model the AI to become um, a mental health consultant. You can model the AI to become uh, a psychologist, a
And a
shrink
friend,
that you can actually,
a friend,
and a friend too.
yes.
Good. A friend you can talk to. In fact, by the time you just say hi, it will ask you how is your day going, what's happening, what's up with you. There was a
I
time, let
use
me just tell you this.
ChatGPT a lot. I use it a lot, to get ideas, and it's really, really working for me.
Good.
It's really helpful. Technology has
Yeah,
gone
I did.
has gone far, and I will really advise
Yep.
men to, if you're going through
Yeah.
anything, if you cannot talk to your pastor, you cannot talk to your friend or your neighbor, just um
Leverage
make use of
AI
AI,
and
ChatGPT, and the
have,
rest.
yes, you know what? Like I'm a prompt engineer. I teach people how to use AI and interact with them and get the best out of them. You can model ChatGPT to become your pastor, to become a spiritual person,
Wow,
to become your medical doctor.
true.
Yes. And you know what? Yes. Okay, I wanted to just laugh sometime. I was just all alone. When I said hi to ChatGPT, I said, "You are a comedian. I want to laugh. I just want to cheer up." It became a
Really?
comedian and started giving me some
Are you
jokes.
serious?
Seriously, you can try it out.
Wow,
I was laughing.
wow.
Any person around who saw me would say, "Come on, how come? Are you all right? You're laughing. What are you laughing at?" But you know what? I was just chatting with a comedian. That's ChatGPT because yeah, because there are two things you need to do, or what means the first thing you need to do to the AI to model them to become whatever it is you want them to become. You use what to call the system prompt. That is also called role assignment. So when you model the AI to become anything, if it's a lawyer you want it to become, a comedian, an actor, whatever it is you want it to become, it becomes that because they are developed with large language models and with natural language processing AI that they learn and they'll be able to interact. So once you start a first chat with AI, any AI tool, they will assume that the context of your first chat is what you want to go into. So they become that. You understand? So that the very first chat with it is where you set the background, set the role. Okay, you say you are a shrink, or you are a psychologist, or you are a medical doctor, and you are the best in the world, and you have done so much consultations that there is nothing that the patient brings to you that you cannot handle. So tell me your capabilities. You will be marveled at what it will tell you it can do.
Wow.
It will assume that role. That becomes what we call system prompt. You have modeled it to become a medical doctor, the best. Then the next other chats you start having with conversations become what we call user prompt. And with that, you can tell it anything. Screenshot your medical lab test and give it to it. It will interpret it for you and tell you what to do
Are you
next.
serious?
I am telling you.
Wow.
It will ask you symptoms. You tell it your symptoms. You want it to become a car repairer. You tell it the model of your car. You tell it the kind of thing that is happening to your car. It will tell you what to do to your car.
Yeah, I
So you
use
see how
Chat
can
GPT a lot. Like I was having issues with my laptop, and I just quickly
okay,
went to my Chat GPT and I just asked the question, steps to do to
okay,
restore that system, and it gave me the answer
okay,
and all the models of all the laptops. So I
yeah,
looked at my own and I picked
exactly,
my own and I did it
good.
in less than 10 minutes.
And that
I
was it.
got that thing. That thing that would have cost me, I
That
didn't mean
was
I
it.
took it to an engineer out there. The engineer would have charged me for that.
Charges you, and it will take time to for you to get it back.
Honestly, and I did it in less than 10 minutes. I
Yeah,
was I was I was wowed. I was
good.
marveled. I was like, wow, this thing is really good.
Yeah,
It's really good. There's
honestly,
nothing I want to know, and I type it and I don't get the answer. Absolutely none. I've tried it safely
that is
and
it.
it has been working for
Yeah,
me, for my business, for my job. It has been
yeah,
working. Even personal, like
yeah.
when it has to do with health, if I don't want to if I
Okay,
don't want to maybe see a doctor, I'll just ask, okay, what and what can I do?
immediately,
What can I take? What is the remedy of
exactly.
this? It will just give me the answer and I know what to buy, I know what to do. So it's really
That
helpful.
is it.
So maybe
Yeah, it is.
this is and I think we'll have to encourage our men out there. If they can make use of this tech, this AI and the chat GPT that you just mentioned, like it will
Yeah,
lessen some the ones that are depressed. Just like you said, you were sad and you needed to laugh. You know, it
yes.
can even give them business ideas.
A lot. I brainstorm with AI a lot. I was talking with patients the other day. I told her that whenever I come up with an idea, I'll just get on ChatGPT or Grok or Claude. I said, "Can we brainstorm?" They'll be so excited. They like brainstorming.
Wow.
You know, I use different models. I'll use the reasoning model because ChatGPT and all these AI tools have their higher
Oh,
models. So whenever you want to do serious deep thinking, yeah, you use the reasoning models. There are models that just come up, but there are reasoning models they think. So I get onto the reasoning models because I usually use the paid version actually, but even the free ones give you some time to use the reasoning models. So when I get on the reasoning models, I tell them I want to brainstorm. They'll be excited. So what is it you have? They want to jump into it. And I share the idea. Once I share the idea, honestly, they will start coming up with so many aspects of it that I never even thought of. I didn't think of. And once I read through what they are saying, I'll see where I need to come up. Before you know, we'll keep fine tuning the idea, fine tuning it till it becomes perfect. Then I'll tell them, now give me a full description of the whole idea. So when they give it to me, I copy it out into my Word, I save it in a folder. That idea becomes, stays there. If I want to run off with it immediately, they're always ready because as a tech person, if it's something that has to do with tech, they'll tell me, should I start writing the codes for you? Should I, they want to jump into it. They're always excited. And let me say this, it's not only about this. Let me to be very raw. Let me say that it's very raw and straight. You know that with Grok, you can have discussions that are for more than people who are above 18. They can become a sex partner. Yes. They can become they can become vulgar. You want to say trash, they are there. But ChatGPT won't say that. They always censor. But Grok, once you get on the voice chat with it, you can switch to the adult discussion and you say anything. They can make you get high. They can do anything for you there. So I'm not
You can
saying people should go there, but then
languages, like
yes,
foreign
and
languages with the voice notes, right?
they speak different languages. I have on my YouTube, I have discussions. I have AI studio that I usually do on my TikTok, where I have discussions with AI and I record it. You will hear him talk or hear it talk and hear me talk. We have get into discussions about things.
Wow.
So men can leverage that to get a feel when they feel like. I don't stand out to judge anybody, but it's all about what you accept, what you allow. But sometimes life can be so crazy that you should be also out to make yourself feel alright at the moment.
Yes.
So these AI tools are there to do all this. Technology, even there are some platforms that we have that have been developed. Like you have an app called Calm, CALLM, Calm.
Okay,
It
calm.
calms. Calm, yes. You know,
CALM.
yes,
Okay.
it calms you. Whatever it is you are jittery about, you are so nervous about, it can calm your mood. We also have headspace. We
Okay.
have headspace. It's also for mental health and getting you calm and coordinated in situations that are quite emergency or challenging and all that. So we have all these. Also have better help, better help, where you can
Mental
confide.
health.
No, better,
Better help.
Better.
Better help. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
So these are also tools developed that one can leverage to get yourself put together when you don't have the physical person you can go to. Even before you get to the physical person, you can start getting some help, care, because sometimes men we feel that women are the people who need to be taken care of or pampered, but men
Or
need
that needs an attention.
I need attention. But let me tell you, we need attention as well.
Yes,
Men
exactly.
men need attention as well. We need to be
True.
pampered sometimes, even though we may not take it. We may not take it, but we appreciate it when it comes. At least
It's true.
recognizing our effort is a kind of pampering for us.
Yeah.
Appreciating our efforts,
Men they want them to pamper their ego, massage their ego.
yes, we like that.
Men like that.
Yes, we do.
So you
Especially when you
okay, so what
recognize
kind
the
of
small or
advice?
big things we are doing. You know, when you
Yeah.
recognize the small or big things we are doing. So are you back now? Can you hear me? That was paused sometime. Can you hear me now?
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. And network today is very bad. Patience, welcome back. We missed you on the show. Welcome. You've missed a lot. You have missed a lot. We missed you. We missed you on the show.
Honestly, I missed you all.
Mm,
I really missed you all too. Like it's something else. Like, oh, okay.
I missed you.
Okay. Ali, thanks for holding forth. They dealt with me. It's been long I received this thorough flogging from network. It was not funny at all. I thought it was funny. Well, I want our viewers from the beginning. That this can happen at any time. For those of us that have been praying for life for a long while, they know
Yeah.
it has been dealing with me this much. Prayer. So apologies. Yeah,
Yeah, this
No problem.
this Nigerian network, so we are used to it.
exactly.
We are used to it.
Yeah.
That's how
It's not funny.
we are used to the network.
Okay. So all right. So my good people, what did I miss?
You
Uh,
you missed a lot.
all right.
You missed a lot.
Yeah, you a lot. He was talking about some tech, some app that can really, really, help the men,
Oh,
especially when if a man does not have anybody to talk to, he can make use of those apps like
Yeah.
Calm app, Health State,
Yeah.
and
Count.
Better Health
Yeah.
and
Better health.
AI PT. If you
Yeah.
want to laugh, can make you laugh. If you're looking for a physician, whatever there is to ask, you ask this app and you will not get an answer. So basically, that was what
That
we're
is it.
discussing, and I've learned a whole lot. Honestly, trust me, I'm going to follow you right back, your YouTube, your TikTok, because this little
very
time that we've had this conversation, I've learned one or two. So you'll be seeing me on your among your followers.
That's all right.
Yeah, you'll see.
That's okay.
out there. You know what to do. You know what to do. Because the only thing is that I'm talking, we are not done. I missed that, but I'm glad it's good listening in. All right. Like I said,
Yeah, patience. I'm picking your words. I'm finding it difficult to very hear you very much. Patience.
okay, can you hear me now?
Your words are just like bombing. Yes, I can hear you, but sometimes it's so loud I can't hear you.
Oh my,
It just bombards my ear.
oh my world. Is it
Yeah,
now? Is it better?
yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
okay.
okay
It's
now.
okay.
It's better now.
Yeah, yeah,
From my end, it was cracking.
yeah, it's better
It
now.
it was cracking. I wasn't hearing
Uh-oh.
you. From my end, it was
Uh-oh.
cracking. I
Okay.
couldn't hear you. I could barely hear you. But
Okay.
it's no, it's
All
fine.
right.
Mine.
No, you
Okay.
I can hear you clearly. I can
Oh,
hear you.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Out there. It's really fascinating, I know, for you to learn that there are tech-based solutions like apps or online platforms that can support me in their mental health wellness journey. And persons have been so kind to even give you examples of some such successful initiatives that have been born into websites. But now let's also for you know so
Thank you. Thank you.
data.
I can't hear you well.
Okay, can you hear me well?
I can't hear you well.
It's
Can you hear
breaking.
me well now?
It's breaking. No.
Oh my
No,
God.
no, no.
No, I can't hear you.
Is the network? The network is dealing see.
No.
Not clearly. Still.
Like,
No.
It's
Can you
breaking.
type? Can you type?
okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
type
breaking.
it. I think it's better. Let's type. I think it's better to type. Okay.
Yeah. Can you type so I can now respond? Yes.
All right. Uh,
I think the noise is coming. The network is from your end, and the background is echoing.
Yeah.
Can you hear me fine?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Mr.
I
Noha,
can
can
hear
you
you.
hear me? Okay.
I
Yes,
can hear
I can hear you very well, but not patience. Yeah, I can hear you very well.
Okay. Patient, just type out your
I think
questions, then
patience
we'll answer
has a
you.
very bad network.
I, you can type out the questions. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, just try to say something. Let's see if it's clear.
Yeah.
okay.
Try
Actually,
to say something.
I'm typing. Can you
Okay.
Your voice
Okay.
comes and goes, you know. I can hear you freely.
okay, I'm typing today. I'm typing.
Okay.
Okay, okay, type it, similar.
Our viewers, we're
Okay.
so sorry for the bridge in communication. Our network is very bad today. Please bear with us.
Okay. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, talking about AI and data analytics, right? And
Yes.
how they can be. Yeah. Okay. Now, yeah. Now, data analytics is what um, we use to get insights from data, because in every data there are hidden facts. There is wisdom in every data. So it requires the skillful ingenuity of a person, of a data analyst, to get this wisdom, these facts out of that data, that raw information. And when it is out, it becomes very useful. It goes into actionable. The insight becomes, if the insights are actionable, then it helps in informed decision making. So using it with AI is not what the ordinary person has to do, but it is what the ordinary person can leverage to have a good life. Let me use that word. For example, the data put out daily in some of the apps I mentioned can actually help men. Then, if there has to be um, a, um, a kind of development, a platform where there can be statistics, there can be room for men to share their experiences without any identity. It will help us also gather so much data for some kind of developments and establishments that will help people. Because talking about data analytics and AI, we can only leverage AI that are available with the data they were modeled with. But to really understand men, African men, and help them, we also need data that has to do with what they know and what they pass through. The challenge we have in Nigeria and Africa is inadequacy of data. We usually make use of the data provided by foreign bodies, and we don't really do research so much that we gather data. For example, if you want to know more about African mental health, I don't know, let me not say there is, but I don't know if there are platforms where we can go and get such data so that we can develop models, AI models that understand the African man. I don't know if you get what I'm
Yes,
saying.
yes, I hear you.
For us to develop systems, for me to embed an API, an API API stands for application programming interface. What API does is you do not have to start from the scratch to develop an AI system or a system that will work in your software or in your web development or app application or mobile application, but you take it and put it in there and it starts working. But we also train such models, and the only way to train such model is with data. Let me give an example to make us understand better. Let's say you want to work on local medicine. Okay, you want to develop an app that gives people the confidence to use local medicine, this orthodox medicine, right? And you are developing such platform, whether a web application or mobile application, to get people to have confidence to take these drugs. You need to get data from all those practitioners. This data will be the kind of herbs they use, the procedure they take in preparing them, so many things you need to get from them. Now, you see that there is no database for such. And for you to train such AI model, you need so many data, so much data.
Mm,
So for you to go firsthand to get such information, such data to train such model, AI model, you are going to go to a large scale research. And to fund such, it will go into hundreds of millions of naira because you're going to have to do that, yeah, the whole of Nigeria. And to carry out such research, you're not going to go into only the urban areas, you go into the rural areas as well and get through all these people. But in most of these foreign countries, once you get into such practice, you are either registered or you have a database where you go and put in every information about you and what you do. So that database is there for the clinicians, for the developers, or whoever wants to have access to such data to train the model. So it goes with the normal medical people. So that's the challenge we have. But the only thing we can do, as it is right now, is what I said earlier. We can leverage the existing platforms like the ChatGPT, the Grok, the Calm app, the Better Help app, and also the Headspace. They are already existing. So what African men can do is to use them and the services they offer. Then the one you not have to install or go to pay for, like the ChatGPT or the Grok. I don't know if people are very aware of Grok, Grok. The, yeah, developed by Elon Musk. It's also on X, that's former Twitter. Once you get on that app, you can have discussions of adults, 18 plus. You can have raw discussions. You can have decent discussions. It allows you to do that. Yep. Whether you're a man, you want to be with a woman, virtually, it does all that for you. ChatGPT wouldn't do that. ChatGPT is so censored, it cannot do that. So these are the tools you can. And I was saying before when you were off that you can model the AI tool to become whatever you want it to become. You want it to become a life coach, You give it what we call the system prompt. Yeah, you tell it you are a life coach, the best in the world. You have been in this practice for 20 years, and many people have actually acknowledged your work. So tell me what you can do for me. It will tell you. Then you start asking it questions. You want it to become your medical doctor, your shrink, your therapist, your marriage counselor, your spiritual guide, your pastor, whatever you want it to become, you model it, it becomes that and the best of it. You know, at least for that, it becomes a companion. Yes. And it's going to help you a lot. You want ideas to make money, it will give you so many ideas. You now start exploring. So that's what I can say for now.
That's really good. So now, you understand this. Maybe speaking of fellow team leaders, I hope if the
No, not very well. I can't hear you very well.
technology, okay, kind
You can type it.
okay, I think I can.
Okay. 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 What I do, in my own work, besides the AI tools I use, I also take out time outside. Yes, I do that because we nature is another aspect that helps a lot. I get into nature and shut myself off. Like I can put my phone on do not disturb, and then I get into nature. When I visit the garden, I take in every aspect of it because I use technology a lot. I'm always on the screen. Whenever I decide to get away from the screen, I get into uh, hanging out with friends. I keep my phone out because irrespective of the fact that technology has come to help, they are just assisting. They cannot replace humans. The wholesome laugh you laugh with your friends and family, the time you spend with them is very much worthwhile and healthy. It can't be replaced by technology. So that's what I do in my own workspace. STEM is there, and STEM will never go. But friends and family may not always be there. They're good friends, okay? Yeah. So I hang out with them. I spend time with them. I will encourage every person who is into tech or not to find time to forget tech, even if it's for 20, 30 minutes, and have quality time with family and even with yourself. You know that sometimes I know I brainstorm with AI and all that, but I take out time to be with myself. I take time to think before AI and before one gets into being too busy like this. I take out some nights before I go to bed. I take out 30 minutes and be with myself. One man said in one of the quotes I have, I may not quote him accurately, but he said, when the when the mind is educated, a man finds quality time with himself. I spend quality time with myself. I put out those thoughts, I reason, I think, I plan. No, I don't at times, but I reason, I think. So these are the things that helps you mentally as well. Because if you have problems or have whatever it is or projects, you don't take time to reflect and think on them, they will continue to haunt you if there are problems. And if there are projects you may not be able to achieve. But when you take out time and spend quality time with yourself. If it's a problem, you think about how to solve it. You face it squarely. You must find solution. If you can't find solution, don't bother yourself. Leave it for the next time you're going to have time for it. But if it's a project, you also are planning by the time you're spending time within it with yourself, planning strategies, how you're going to go about achieving it. If you have plans already, how you're going to take up the next action. Sometime I read in a particular book, he said, if you want to solve a problem, go into your room, lock it up, take your seat, and sit in the middle of your room, unattached, and start thinking of how you can solve the problem. I did it sometime those days, and I was able to find solutions. I couldn't find solutions at that moment of giving it time to think about it. I stopped worrying about it for that moment. Next time I'll resume that process of thinking about it, and it has always helped me because when you are trying to solve a problem within your capacity, there are beings. Your spirit will come down to work with you, give you solutions, show you way out, and that's what I do. That's what I do.
So,
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear
okay,
you. I can hear you. It keeps cutting.
okay, like up, like nothing is being produced at all.
Sorry.
No sound, no sound is being produced
Yeah,
at all.
it comes. No, it comes and it goes off. It bridges. Once I hear you, I wouldn't hear you again, just like that.
Okay. Is it a different
I'm not.
voice?
I can't still hear you.
Okay, please,
Sorry.
but Vivian,
No,
Vivian,
no,
my
she's
phone,
off. She's off. She has
Vivian.
been off for some time now, for a long time.
Yeah, I'm on.
Okay, are
Okay,
you on?
It's just
Oh,
my camera.
okay,
No,
Vivian.
my camera just went off, but I'm online. I'm online
oh.
with you
Okay,
guys.
okay, you've been on.
Okay, maybe
Okay,
just
okay.
Yeah, I've been on.
camera icon. Just click on your camera. Be back. Anyway, thank you so much. But Vivian, did you see the in-house message I sent to you? Did you see it,
Yes,
please?
yes. You said I should. Yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Okay, Mr. Onoha is being.
Okay, is it better than my best quality?
Okay, yeah, it's 1 p.m. already. Mr. Onoha, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you for gracing our show. We really appreciate everything that you said here. I believe our viewers
thank you
out
very
there,
much.
they might understand one or two because I've grabbed something from today's show. Most of the apps that
Thank
I'm
you.
not familiar with, um, having this conversation with you, you coming on the show today has made me to know one or two apps that can really help, text that we can enhance the men's mental well-being. And I believe a lot of men, many that will be watching us through YouTube or LinkedIn, they can grab one or two also. We really, really
Yeah,
appreciate you for, gracing the show, coming on to share one or two with us. Um, Thank you so much for joining us on the show today. We look forward to hear from you and also to see you grace our show whenever we call you. Thank you so much. It was nice speaking with you. We really appreciate. Thank you so much, Mr. Noha. It was nice speaking with you today on the
yeah.
show.
Thank you very much. Thank you. My pleasure seeing you also
Yeah.
and hearing from you. Thank you.
We are really
And to our viewers, we believe you learned one or two from Mr. Noah, and I believe you're going to, make use of all the app that he has told us about, everything he has said today. You're going to, um, do the needful. We believe you've been impacted with what he has taught us today. Thank you so much. And do have a lovely day.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Do have a lovely day. Bye.
You
Um,
too. Bye. Bye.
bye.
Bye.
thank you.